Sorry about that, Carly. I'm just still coming over a cold.
Oh, no problem. It's probably just that time of year again.
Yeah, it really is. So we were just talking about your strengths in finding a new job.
Mm-hmm. We were, yeah.
So I would just like to highlight those to make sure I understood them.
Okay.
So you said that you were very flexible, which is a good thing because many jobs might like the availability. And I know you're limited for weekends and evenings, but throughout the day you are flexible with your hours.
Yeah.
Another thing you said was multitasking, which is obviously very beneficial to any company for a worker who can do more than one task at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to talk about now our responsibilities and roles and kind of the goals we're going to set for until next session.
Okay.
So we've kind of gone over, you were struggling with your tuition and how to pay for school last time, but you went and saw student aid,
right.
So you've kind of figured out that solution on your own.
Yeah.
And then you were having the emotional issue of kind of being alone for the first time after you and your boyfriend broke up, but now that you've had your week together, you're kind of feeling clarity in that situation.
Definitely.
Okay. So what would you say your specific goal is to work towards?
I guess right now it would just be, finding that better job.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is just something that's going to be a little bit more fulfilling for me, because right now I think even last time I mentioned to you, it's just not something that my current job right now is just not something that I want to be doing. I mean, it's not just the money aspect of it. It's like I said, I think receptionists in general are kind of just phasing out, and I don't want to be left in more of a bind than I feel like I already am. So I think just really getting on top of, going somewhere new to work would be my best option.
Good to hear your side of it and what you view as your specific goal. So let's talk about roles and responsibilities. So for our next session, I would like you to get your resume and maybe see if you want to update it all and maybe fix it up.
Yeah, that'd be really good. I haven't even really looked at my resume for, I don't know, like maybe the last 5 to 7 years now. So it's been a while, and I could always use your help.
I would love to help you with that and look over it and help you out maybe if it needs a little revamp or anything like that.
That'd be great.
We can also, since you just said like you haven't even updated your resume, if you'd like, we can always next session do a kind of a role play where I can be an interviewer and ask you some questions and just kind of get rid of some nerves.
That'd be super beneficial. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So we can work on that. So we'll save those. We'll work on those for next session.
Okay.
But I would also like you to, and I will also do it, but kind of just look at what jobs are available, and maybe if you could like narrow in on a specific area where you are wanting to look, so we can narrow in on those jobs and see what is available in those areas.
Sure.
Is there anything else you think should be accomplished by next session for either of us?
I mean, maybe just, looking further into what kind of jobs are available to me, like what kind of qualifications that I'll be meeting, things of that nature.
Yeah, for sure. We can also discuss that and work on that.
Mm-hmm.
What is your time frame that you are hoping to set for this goal?
I mean, I think if we really push it and work really hard for it, I'm thinking maybe, the next 2 to 3 weeks, like I'll be, well on my way into somewhere new with my foot in the door somewhere at least.
Okay. So you're hoping to have a new job in 2 or 3 weeks?
I mean, if that's possible, that'd be great.
Okay. So why don't we look at the steps then to attain this goal? Sorry. So next session, next week, we will go over your resume and we will do role playing for interviews and kind of just discuss things to mention and just with the interviewer.
Right.
So we can do that. And then after that session, when we've fixed up your resume a little bit and you're comfortable and ready to do interviews, you can start sending out your resume.
Okay.
So we can look at job sites that will help with spreading out the resume, such as Pinnacle or Indeed.com, or even possibly looking at things such as Kijiji to see if there are openings up there posted, because sometimes there are.
Yeah.
So we can do that. And then you also have to remember to leave some time for interviews because they do have to find your resume and
It's true, yeah.
look through it, and you both have to find time to have the interview, and it might be tricky with your schedule right now.
Yeah.
So maybe if we set a timeline for 4 weeks, if that sounds okay.
That sounds reasonable, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, I've waited this long. I mean, as much as I would like to, rush into something, I also don't want to rush into the wrong thing. So, yeah, I mean, that sounds doable.
Okay, that's good. Just some standard assessment questions from the agency. Do you take any medication or anything like that?
No.
No.
Like prescribed medication?
Yeah.
No.
Do you have any mental health issues I should be aware of, such as anxiety or depression, anything like that?
No.
No? Okay, that's good to know. So, as we had discussed, you are very flexible in finding a new job, and you're a great multitasker and very independent. You are obviously goal-orientated as you attain these goals yourself within a week session from last one to this one. And you're very willing to adjust your timeline, which is amazing because obviously you know that it's going to take time and work to find a job that you will feel comfortable with. So that is really good.
Thank you, Sarah. That's very nice of you to say.
I want to discuss some problems that we might come across. Do you see any barriers that might be specific to this problem?
I mean, I guess the biggest barrier right now would be transportation.
Okay.
And maybe location.
All right.
And what I mean by that is, it's already a little bit of a, commute, not by hours or nothing like that, but, to get from home to my job. I mean, if to say I could find something that's more close to home, that would be even better than the situation that I'm in right now. But, I mean, if not, I guess I'd have to cross that barrier when I get there.
Okay. So, with transportation being the issue, do you find that you'd be willing to move maybe out of your apartment if you found a job that was very beneficial, maybe move closer to that job?
I would definitely consider it.
Okay.
It would just depend on the job, the salary, just the very particulars of that position.
Okay. So that is definitely something. We won't focus on it, but if need be, we can consider it into our situation scenario and include that if you're okay with it.
I think I'd be okay with it.
Okay. So we've covered a lot today. So let's conclude with what the goals for this upcoming week are. If you want to let me know what you think you can accomplish by next session.
I guess what I could accomplish is, working a little bit on tweaking my resume, just updating it a little bit. And I guess, just even talking to more with my family in terms of, my current situation in terms of transportation, what can be done really about that, or, even just having an open discussion with them about if I was to move somewhere closer to work, how they would feel about that, and kind of just, keeping them well informed.
Okay, that's good. So you've really highlighted then what you would wish to accomplish. Is there anything you want me to specifically focus on before next session?
I mean, maybe just things in terms of my resume.
Okay.
Things that you think will make it look professional, and any other maybe tools that you could use in order to find, new positions that you think would be suitable for me, and given my experience and some of the education that I already have now.
Okay.
That would be, I think, my main goal for you.
Okay, that sounds good. Before you leave today, we actually do have at the front desk outlines of resumes. You can always take one with you. It kind of gives you pointers of what you should highlight and how you could format it. So I can always send you home with that as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Well, we're coming up to the end of our time.
Okay.
So feel free to call me or email me if anything comes up. I am here to help you, so don't worry about being a weekend or late hours. I am here to help you.
You know, I should mention, I actually lost your card the last time that I saw you.
Okay.
I know, it was kind of embarrassing.
No, that's okay. I have a whole bunch for you here.
Perfect. Oh, thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank
so
you.
Feel free anytime you want, call or email. I am here
Okay.
again to help you and assist you in completing your goals.
We'll definitely be in contact.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry.
It's okay, I totally get it. It seems like everybody's getting over that cold.
I know. So I am glad you came in today, and I can't wait to see you next session and to move along with your goals.
Perfect. I look forward to it.
Great, thanks.
Thank you, Sarah.